You're fired. Billionaire Edward Kensington's voice cut through the hum of the charity gala. His glare locked onto Arya Carter, the temp waitress who had just spilled champagne on a board member. She didn't cringe, didn't beg, just lifted her chin. Fine. But before I go, let him dance. Edward followed her gaze to his disabled son, Liam, watching the dancers with aching longing. And then Arya did the unthinkable. She held out her hand to Liam. You lead. I'll follow. How had it come to this? Hours earlier, Edward had been a man in control of his empire, his image, his son's sheltered life. Now, as Liam took his first unsteady step onto the floor, gripping Arya's arms like a lifeline, Edward felt the ground shift beneath him. What if the woman he just fired held the key to everything he'd failed to give his son? And what if his pride had already cost him his chance? Edward didn't do vulnerability. Not after the accident that left Liam partially paralyzed. Not after his wife left, whispering, "You'd rather throw money at pain than face it." So he built walls. The best doctors. The safest schools. The most exclusive galas. But Liam? He didn't want pity or protection. He just wanted to dance. Then Arya happened. A temp worker with no patience for billionaires. She'd ignored Edward's glares and Liam's crutch, treating him like anyone else. And when Liam whispered, "I've never danced before," she didn't hesitate. Then "Today's your day. Edward's you're fired," died in his throat as Liam laughed, for the first time in years. The board was furious. "She's a distraction." His ex-wife scoffed. "Since when do you let staff near Liam?" Even Arya challenged him. "You keep him in a cage and call it love." But the worst blow? Liam's quiet plea. "Dad, just watch me. Really watch me." At the charity auction, a socialite sneered. Should he even be here? Arya's retort was sharp. Liam's was sharper. He stood shaking, determined, and said, "I belong anywhere I want." And Edward, for the first time, he saw his son. Really saw him. Pride warred with love. Fire her. Stay in control. Or let go. The music swelled. The crowd held its breath. Edward stepped forward, not as a billionaire, but as a father. "Show me," he whispered. And as Liam guided his hands into the first step, the walls crumbled. The headlines called it the miracle at the gala. But the real miracle? A father, learning to follow, so his son could finally lead. If this story touched you, hit that like button and drop a karma in the comments below.